What is going on, you freaks? It's your boy Johnny. We're down here in the dungeon. I'm going to give you a little review on the Lendal Storm. But you don't like or subscribe. It's fine. You don't have to if you don't want to. So, I've owned this paddle for about a year now. I would say that I probably got 150 miles, maybe a little more, but I'm about to throw another season at it. So I've used this paddle from everything from kayak rescue classes, rolling classes, just going out and touring, playing in rough conditions, pretty much anything you would use a normal kayak paddle for. This is by far one of the highest performance paddles I've ever used. So, for the record, I didn't purchase this paddle. This paddle is mine. I traded work for this paddle. So I did a bunch of tours for an outfitter, and at the end of the season, and some private classes, actually a lot of classes, and at the end of the season he gifted me this blade. This is the one I wanted. So there has been no, Lendal's not telling me to say this. This is just my own personal opinion. And I'm a guy that likes to use all this stuff because I do a lot of sea kayaking. I do rescues and recoveries and private classes and fishing tours too. I wouldn't take this fishing, but sure, why not? I'm taking this fishing. It's the next video. Hey, well, check it out. Like and subscribe. Will ya? Please? You don't have to. It helps me get supported though. If there's any other paddles you think I might check out and do a review on, come on by and drop them off on my porch. I'll be glad to do a review on them. Let's talk about the blade design. So this blade is actually designed for any user. You could be intermediate, advanced, or just a beginner. It's a pretty fail-safe blade design, and there's a couple key features in it, and it's what they call their dihedral blade. So this blade actually doesn't even require drip rings. Could you believe it? So this is a foam core paddle, so inside of this is shaped foam covered with carbon fiber. This is a full carbon fiber, what they call the MCS bent shaft. This is in 205, and the weight's probably around 650 to 700 grams. It's light, that's for sure. You'll see the power face has two planes on it, and there's actually a curve up in the tip. So a nice curved scoop, and the way it's designed, water's not supposed to drip down. Do you believe it? So what makes this paddle stand out over others? I would say the power factor. The face of this blade, super powerful, super ergonomic, and super lightweight. Really good for a powerful paddler, somebody that needs extra meat in their stroke. This thing's got mad meat. Meat stick. It gives you confidence, when it's in rougher conditions. More control for durability and bracing. The other thing that's really nice with this is the positive flotation in the blade. During your paddle stroke, on your release, the blade literally just pops out of the water because it's foam core, and the foam core just is buoyant. So when it comes to the shaft of this blade, this is called an MCS. They call it a modified crankshaft. That's what it stands for. So this gives you a little bit of a more ergonomic hand position, and the loom is actually oval shaped. It's probably very hard to see in the video, but what it does is it gives you a little more efficiency in your stroke, a little more power, and put your hand and wrist in a position where you'll get less fatigue. And they make these in straight shaft third a little more affordable also, so it's not like you can't buy this in a straight shaft. Save yourself a little bit. But the modifieds They're great. The only thing, there's a little bit of a drawback with sculling. Like put your hand in a little bit of a different position, especially sculling brace. For you may see me come back and skull over the shoulder. It does put your hand in a position that's a little different, but you'll get used to it. I've adapted to it. One thing that I have noticed is when you actually hold this blade, if you let go, it goes to a neutral position. So brace down, kind of. That could be a good thing, or that could, yeah. I think that's a good feature. I feel like you want your blade in this position all the time. And the way that the loom actually is made, it kind of curves a little bit to fit your finger. It's almost like a egg-shaped, you know. So, no doubt, these paddles are extremely durable. You don't have to worry about breaking this thing. It's not gonna. Well, I haven't broke it yet. We'll put it that way. I've used this in all kinds of stuff, pool training, lots and lots of that. It's a great paddle to roll with. I enjoy rolling with Greenland paddles a little bit more because there's more rolls that you can do. But if I needed a paddle for conditions or something that's got a really big blade, that's the thing. I believe this is the largest blade size that they make. So this might be a little bit too much for a beginner. It breaks down fairly nice for travel. You know, it's not any longer than any other stick at 205. I'd recommend a short paddle like a 205 for like a sea kayak. And you guys know me, know that that's pretty much what I do with sea kayaking. So you know, a boat that's like 21, 22 inches, somewhere in between that. My boat's 21 and a half. 205 is good. If you got a little bit of a wider shoulder, maybe you want to rock it up to a 210, or you're in between medium volume and like a high volume boat. I rock medium volume boats because they just feel more comfortable to me, personally. And a lot of this stuff is just personal preference. Like, my opinion is just my opinion. You don't have to go out and purchase this. You know, there's plenty of paddles that will serve you very well for a price point that's a fraction of what this is. So I would say the target audience for a paddle like this would be people that are intermediate, getting into fiberglass boats, people that paddle all the time, weekly, daily, monthly, professionals in the industry, people that surf, and rich guys. I'm one of them, one of those, that category, anyway. They build these things for abuse, so they're going to be durable. I got a couple chips on the edge of it, but I push off rocks like you're not supposed to do. Don't push off rocks with this, John. These paddles are made in USA, but we're not really sure what's going on with Lendal right now. Apparently they tried to make a move into a different warehouse or a place where they could produce, and the deal fell through and they were kind of drowning for a second. So I'm not sure if Lendal's coming back this year. I heard they are. So who knows if these are even going to be made. This might be a limited edition thing. You know, a lot of these kayak companies these days are selling out to larger corporations. So will Lendal sell to someone else like Werner did? Who knows? There's pros and cons to every product. So one thing I would definitely say is, if you're buying this paddle outright, the price point. It's a little more expensive than other brands in the same range, or so it seems. The other thing is, it's a very stiff paddle. Somebody that's maybe newer might want a little more flex in their blade, but these things are very rigid. They're a little limited with outlines and shapes. They don't have a lot of paddle designs, but what they do, I feel like they do well. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you feel like it. If you got any questions, leave them down in the comments section. I might answer them someday, if anybody ever comments. If there's any paddles out there you think you might want me to review, put them down in the comment section. Maybe I'll get one in. You never know. There's so many brands that make like really good paddles these days. Any of them that are in the mid to top tier, the full fiberglass or the full carbons, you're going to get your money's worth out of them. And they're usually fairly durable and lightweight. Hey man, drop me some comments. Like and subscribe. Would you just do it already? If you got any other videos you want to see, leave me a comment. Maybe I'll make one. We got some stuff coming up in the future. I just bought a drone, so we're going to be adding some drone shots into the photography, which is awesome. Yeah, I got a lot going on. Happy paddling. Check you later.